Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, in case some of you didn't know, for the new episode of The Walking Dead that premieres this Sunday, it's episode 12, we're on season 8, for those of you that don't know. The AMC has done what it usually does, which is it releases a few parts of the episode, a few sneak peeks. It usually does it for 2 or 3 parts of the episode. And they can be 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 4 minutes long. They keep doing the first 4 minutes of the episode. And I think it might be because the ratings are going down, who knows. Anyway, in one of the sneak peeks, we see some of the saviors and Negan, Simon, Dwight, Negan, they're all driving cars through a city. Simon and Dwight are in one car. Negan is in another car. And the car that Simon and Dwight are in, Simon's driving it. Simon passes through a building and he sees Rick driving a car and he's about to crash into Negan. Rick is trying to crash into Negan and Simon just lets it happen. He pretends like he didn't see it. And then Rick does crash into Negan, and Negan drives off in another direction, and Rick chases after him, and, Dwight pretends to be upset. I guess Dwight's not really upset. And Simon does the same thing. He's like, oh my god, and he pretends to be upset, but he's not really upset because he let it happen. And we know that from the last few episodes that Simon has been against Negan. Simon wanted to kill the trash people, and Negan told him not to. A lot of people think that Simon is responsible for all the males at Oceanside that were executed, and Negan keeps saying that Simon is backsliding and Simon's not following orders, and there's a really big brewing conflict between Negan and Simon. Simon just wants to kill people. He thinks that Rick and Hilltop and Alexandria and the Kingdom, maybe they're all a waste of time and they should find new people, new resources, new people that they can control and threaten, because these people aren't being controlled and they're not getting scared of the saviors. They just keep fighting back and fighting back and fighting back. Negan wants to get back to controlling everyone with the most minimal casualties possible, and Simon is okay with just killing everyone. And, the people that he can control, fine, he'll control them. But no one is really being controlled right now. Pretty much everyone is fighting back against the saviors. So, Simon is starting to get really pissed off at Negan because Negan just wants to continue to try to save as many people as possible and control them because they're all a resource. That's what Negan keeps saying. People are a resource. And Simon is kind of in a dangerous spot right now because he did kill all the people, all the trash people, except for Jadis. That was it. And Simon told Negan that, they just killed one person because that's what Negan wanted. Just one person to die. Simon killed everyone but Jadis. And then Simon tells Negan, I did what you said, I only killed one person. And there were a bunch of people that were with Simon. A black guy, we saw him a few times in season 7. I think he helped beat up Aaron in the middle of season 7. And he's pretty loyal to Negan, so I don't know what's going on with that. Because there were, 20, 30 people with Simon that killed the trash people because Simon gave that order. Not only does Simon have to lie to Negan, but all of those people have to lie to Negan. And we haven't really gotten a clear-cut explanation on that. Are they loyal to Negan? Are they loyal to Simon? Do they not know that that's not what they were supposed to do? Do they not know that Simon lied to Negan? It seems like sooner or later that's going to bite Simon in the ass. Because who's to say that Negan doesn't find out? Who's to say he doesn't find out soon? I think that Simon's long-term plan is that he can just tell Negan that the trash people disappeared, or that they ran away, or that they got killed some other way, because Negan is eventually going to find out that they're gone. He might not know why or if they're dead, but he's not going to see them. He's never going to see the trash people because Simon killed them. So if Negan finds out quickly, he might suspect more and more that Simon actually just killed them all. So that's kind of an issue for Simon. That is something that can kind of bite him in the ass. Between the fact that Negan expects these people to continue to do things for them and be alive, because Simon claimed that they agreed and they got the message. So between that and the fact that I don't really understand the whole thing with the 30 people that were with Simon, I guess maybe they were loyal with Simon, but something could really go wrong here. If Negan found out the truth, he would probably either kill Simon or burn his face. I feel like it would have to be one of those two, because Negan has kept giving him warnings and Simon keeps ignoring them and being disobedient. So for Simon, this makes sense. Just let Rick kill Negan. Let Rick kill Negan and he takes care of that issue. Simon's life is no longer in danger. He no longer has to do what Negan says. He can go ahead and have whoever killed that he wants to have killed. Hilltop, Alexandria, he can have them all wiped out. He can become the leader of the Saviors because he's the second in command. I mean, I guess Dwight could be the second in command. Maybe he's third in command. Really, Simon is second in command. Simon is what Negan called him as the right-hand man. Dwight is definitely a top lieutenant, but I think Simon is truly second in command. And we know that the Saviors could recover from Negan's death, because we saw in episode 5 where they all started to think that Negan was really dead, and some of these people said, look, we're Negan, even if Negan's dead, we're Negan. And I think that's a big thing, with Simon. Simon could be like, look, I'm Negan, we're still Negan, Negan's dead, but we're still Negan, Negan still guides us. So Simon could use that and be the leader of the Saviors and say, look, these people don't listen to us, they don't get scared of us, they keep fighting back, they keep killing our men. He could use the death of Gracie's father that Rick killed. That guy was just protecting his baby. We had families in the sanctuary, and Daryl drove a truck into it. Innocent people could have gotten hurt. These monsters need to be stopped. These people need to get killed. And Simon could lead his men to just wipe out all the other communities if Negan truly dies, which if you read the comics, he's not gonna die. That would be really surprising if they actually killed off Negan and had Simon become the leader of the Saviors. But I think that's what Simon wants. He wants Negan to die. He wants Rick to kill him. So I think that's what's going on, because in the TV spot, or not the TV spot, the sneak peek, we see Simon smiling. He's pretending like he's worried, but he's smiling and he's happy and he's hoping for an outcome in which Rick kills Negan. From there, Simon can just kill Rick, kill Michonne, kill Daryl, kill everyone. Maybe if some people can become submissive again and start going out and getting supplies and bring them back like they used to, maybe Simon would let them live. That's it. For the most part, Simon is in kill mode. He just wants to wipe people out, and he's tired of Negan not listening to him. So that is why Simon wants Negan dead. That is why in the sneak peek, we see Simon let Rick drive into him and chase him, and that's why Simon's smiling. So for those of you that were wondering about that or who didn't know, that's my explanation for it. If you haven't watched the sneak peek, you can go ahead. It's officially released by AMC. It's the same thing as a trailer. There's no guilt in watching it. If AMC is going to officially release it, it's not really a spoiler. It's something that they are releasing to the public. So if you haven't already watched it, go right ahead. It's okay. It's a cool little... It's like 4 minutes long. But, yeah. Anyway, guys, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. How do you think this is going to end? Do you think Negan could possibly die, or do you think that Negan is going to survive and get back to the Saviors and maybe he'll kill Simon? Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. We're at 66 subscribers, so we're making some decent progress to 250. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Anyway, I'm Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye!